Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the English translation and commentary of the Holy Quran. Translation and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali, published by Islamic Propagation Center International. And today we are busy with chapter number 9, part number 3. Chapter number 9 is known as Surah Tawbah. And let's continue. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As we said, this particular chapter does not begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, but I'm just mentioning it here as we are midway through, right? Assuredly, God did help you in many battlefields and on the day of Hunain. Behold, your great numbers elated you, but they availed you not. The land for all that for all that it is wide did constrain you, and you turned back in retreat. But God did pour his calm on the messenger and on the believers, and sent down forces which you saw not. He punished the unbelievers, thus doth he reward those without faith. Again will God after this turn in mercy to whom he will, for God is oft forgiving, most merciful. Wallahu ghafurur rahim. Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. O you who believe, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O you who believe, truly the pagans are unclean, so let them not after this year of theirs approach the sacred mosque. And if you fear poverty, soon will God enrich you, if he wills, out of his bounty, for God is all-knowing, all-wise. Inna Allaha alimun hakim. Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Fight those who believe not in God nor the last day, nor hold that forbidden which hath been forbidden by God and his messenger, nor acknowledge the religion of truth, even if they are of the people of the book, until they pay the jizya with willing submission and feel themselves subdued. Now we look at verses 30 to 42. The enemies of faith would fain put out God's light, but God's light will shine more glorious than ever. Wealth is for use and on trust for mankind. Hoard not, nor misuse it. Fight a straight fight in the cause of right. Go forth bravely to strive and struggle, and prove yourselves worthy of God. The Jews call Uzair a son of God, and the Christians call Christ the Son of God. That is a saying from their mouth. In this they but imitate what the unbelievers of old used to say. God's curse be on them, how they are deluded away from the truth. They take their priests and their anchorites to be their lords in derogation of God, and they take as their Lord Christ the Son of Mary. Yet they were commanded to worship but one God. There is no God but He. Ilahun wahid. There's only one God. There is no God but He. La ilaha illahu. There is no God but He. Praise and glory to Him. Far is He from having the partners they associate with Him. So once again we see this powerful phrase, La ilaha illahu, la ilaha illallah. That is the formula for the faith. And ilaha wahid, there is only one God. They take their priests and their anchorites to be their lords in derogation of God, and they take as their Lord Christ the Son of Mary. Yet they were commanded to worship but one God. There is no God but He. Praise and glory to Him. Far is He from having the partners they associate with Him. Fain would they extinguish God's light with their mouths, but God will not allow, but that His light should be perfected, even though the unbelievers may detest it. It is He who hath sent His messenger with guidance and the religion of truth, to proclaim it over all religion, even though the pagans may detest it. O you who believe, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, there are indeed many among the priests and anchorites who in falsehood devour the substance of men and hinder them from the way of God. And there are those who bury gold and silver and spend it not in the way of God. Announce unto them a most grievous penalty. On the day when heat will be produced out of that wealth in the fire of hell, and with it will be branded their foreheads, their flanks, and their backs. This is the treasure which you buried for yourselves. Taste you then the treasures you buried. The number of months in the sight of God is 12 in a year, so ordained by Him, the day He created the heavens and the earth. Of them 4 are sacred. That is the straight usage, so wrong not yourselves therein, and fight the pagans all together as they fight you all together. But know that God is with those who restrain themselves. Verily, the transposing of a prohibited month is an addition to unbelief. The unbelievers are led to wrong thereby, for they make it lawful one year and forbidden another year, in order to adjust the number of months forbidden by God and make such forbidden ones lawful. The evil of their cause seems pleasing to them, but God guides not those who reject faith. Join me in the next episode, which is part number 4 of Surah At-Tawbah. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.